that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to see God's praise than when we first begun. Feel free to join me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Thank you, Louisa. That was beautiful. I know Mary Mom loved it. Louisa Clary is Mary Mom's first grandchild and daughter of her oldest son, Marvin Jr. On behalf of the Hamm family, welcome to our memorial service for Mary Goodson Hamm. My name is Richard Sickles, and I too am a grandchild. I am the oldest son of her daughter Sharon, and I've been asked to conduct the service. Brandon Berkovich, also a grandchild and younger son of her youngest daughter, Darlene, will read the obituary, followed by his older brother, Michael, who will read the eulogy.
Mary Goodson was born in Columbus, Georgia, to Percy Paul Goodson and Bertha Patrick. Reared in Montgomery, Alabama, she, her father, and sister Jewel lived with relatives during the Great Depression and World War II. Mary met her future husband, Marvin J. Hamm, in summer school, and married him 2 years later in 1947. After joining the Navy, becoming a military family in 1948, they reared 6 children as they crisscrossed the United States and 1 naval air station next. Mary preceded in death by her husband of 51 years, Marvin, who died in 1999, and by her sons, Marvin Jr., who died in 2021, and Harold, who died in 2015, each succumbing to pancreatic cancer. She was also preceded in death by her sister, Jewel Goodson Dossie, who died in 2019. Mary is survived by her daughter-in-law, Peggy Hamm, widow of Marvin J. Hamm Jr., daughter Rosalind Jenkins, and her son-in-law, John, daughter-in-law, Kim Hamm, widow of Harold Hamm, daughter Sharon Sickles, and son-in-law, Carol, daughter Darlene Berkovich, the widow of Ed, who died in 2020, and son Paul Hamm, and daughter-in-law Sharon. She was also survived by her grandchildren, great-grandchildren, multiple nieces, nephews, and cousins. Becoming a grandmother at the age of 46, she became Mary Mom, not only to her grandchildren, but to friends and family. Her joy in life is found in spending as much time as possible with her grandchildren. She did with her own children. She welcomed each grandchildren with open arms, Her 9 grandchildren include Louisa, Michael and Brandon, Jonathan, Mary, Brian Richard Raymond, and Jonathan. She was a step-grandmother of 8. Mary became a great-grandmother at the age of 78. Her 15 great-grandchildren include Zachary, Amelia, Audrey, Samantha, Emma, Luna, Alex, Silas, Jay, Michaela, Tyler, Chase, Jacob, Eliana, and Atticus. Mary was passionate about her faith, always standing as a witness of Jesus Christ. She was passionate about her family, putting her needs before her own. She was passionate about education, claiming each child's high school diploma as her own. And while raising a family, she earned her GED in 1966, attended business college, became a real estate agent, and eventually a broker. Mary was fiercely independent, striving to improve and to do as much for herself as she could. She fought a good fight, and in the end was torn between reuniting with her loved ones who had gone before and staying with us. They won. Her family and friends loved Mary. May her memory be a blessing. A special thank you to extend to Mandy, Patrick, Jesse, and Candy at Mountain Cove Assisted Living, and to Hospice in Rainbow City, Alabama.
It would be difficult to convey just how epic a life Mary had in the time of life, except that each of us here could speak volumes about our interactions with our beloved mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. Mary became a Navy wife in 1947. During the next 20 years, Mary, Mom, and Papa became a family of 8 that transferred to 8 different duty stations. The 6th and 9th duty station was here in Memphis, where he retired in 1967. Mary made each resident at home and created beautiful family traditions. Christmas and Easter were always religious holidays first and foremost, but they also were a lot of fun. Every fall, the family would find pecan trees and forage through the leaves to hunt pecans. Those pecans were cracked, shelled, and used in her wonderful saltine cracker pecan pie. She woke up before dawn on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter to prepare a feast and to bake pies and cakes. She made every birthday special, always making the cake whatever the birthday child wanted. As Mary had the good eye, she cut the cake into 8 equal portions. No matter what your age, everyone received the same amount. Her children were reared to be respectful, compassionate, and kind. She developed music and would have been in the school band herself except for her shyness. She learned to play the piano using chords and taught her daughter Sharon to play chords as well. She encouraged her children to play at least one musical instrument and each participated in the school band. She valued education. Because she was 2 years older than her cousin, her aunt held her out of school so the cousins could start together. Mary made up the 2-year delay by attending summer school. She was a good student and intended to graduate from high school in Jacksonville after she married, but morning sickness prevented regular attendance. As she furthered her education, she and her children did homework at the same time. All the children were expected to go to college or to learn a trade so they could become independent and take care of themselves. Mary Mom's great legacy is the love and compassion she shared for her faith. Her love for Papa was a defining trait that carried her the last 77 years of her life. That love was passed down to her 6 children, 9 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren, along with a number of step, grand, and great-grandchildren, who all share the love and joy of her, company and love. The last 4 decades of her life centered around her constant travels to visit her family all over the country. Her legacy will carry on through that family, and the thoughts of her love will always bring us a smile.
Jonathan Jenkins, her youngest grandchild, and son of her oldest daughter, Rosalind, I will read 25 years later.
We met here 25 years ago on April 28, 1999, to honor Mary Mom's husband, Marvin J. Hamm Sr., the father of this branch of the Hamm family. We knew 25 years ago that we would come back to say our goodbyes to Mary Mom when she and Papa reunited. We just didn't know all that would happen between then and now. Together, Mary Mom and Papa traveled extensively across the United States and through Europe. Without him, she traveled to visit their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren in Alabama, California, Florida, Texas, and Tennessee. In the last 25 years, Mary Mom found a loving companion dog in Annie. She moved 6 times, and this branch of the Hamm family grew. All 9 of their grandchildren married. She was able to attend 8 of the weddings. Their 15 great-grandchildren were born, and she was able to meet 14 of them. Their son Harold died, and her heart broke. Their son Marv died, and her broken heart broke again. What sustained Mary Mom was her faith. She lived her faith quoting scriptures to help her push through her daily trials. A favorite was from Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. Which he did so she could.
Blessed Assurance was Mary Mom's favorite hymn because her father began singing it to her and her sister Jewel when they were very little. Everyone is invited to sing. We will sing only the first verse. Louisa, will you lead us?
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all my day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
Mary Mom was heard to frequently repeat the Lord's Prayer as she spent her last days with my mother. Please stand and join me in a unison reading of the prayer found in Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 through 13 in the King James Version of the New Testament.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest, God is nigh. Fading light dims the sight, and a star gems the sky, gleaming bright. From afar, drawing nigh, falls the night. Thanks and praise for our days, 'neath the sun, 'neath the stars, 'neath the sky. As we go